I first want to say this morning, well, whatever time of day it is for you, um, after the last few videos, I've had a ton of comments, people sharing their stories, uh, their motorcycle journey, where they started, when they started, how they started. Some people have been riding their whole lives, and I'm envious of that. I wish I would have stuck with it. Other people just getting started riding in their 70s. Some people come back to it. And I love hearing all those stories. By all means, keep sharing all those stories. Um, I'm interested and absolutely love hearing those stories and maybe even conversing with some of you people, talking to some of you people. I don't know, message, whatever. The other thing is, if you're a beginner rider and you're looking for tips and stuff, check out the comments on the last 3-4 videos. There's a wide variety of people that watch this channel, and I'm kind of hooked into a community of some very experienced riders, and I know a couple of them at one time or another were, oh, my beard's bad, a couple of them were instructors at one time or another. They all leave great tips, and if you are a seasoned rider, continue to watch and keep dropping comments. Like I said, I am not an instructor. Didn't sleep at a Holiday Inn last night. Sometimes I think I should have, but anyway, thanks to everybody who watched the last few videos, and I hope I can help people. Hope I can help you go from not knowing how to ride a bike or where to start to actually getting on and riding it and becoming a rider. And it doesn't matter what bike you choose. I ride a Harley, yep, but that doesn't mean Harleys are for everybody or everybody wants a Harley. That's why there's so many different bikes out there. So let's continue on with this video. Everybody keep sharing your stories. Keep sharing comments and tips if you're a seasoned rider. I greatly appreciate all of you. So thanks, and back to the video.
After you take your beginner course, or you decide to skip that and just buy a motorcycle, well, the one thing I would recommend is you don't go out and buy your dream bike for your first bike. You ask people on social media, you come up with 10,000 opinions. Get a 600, get a 250, get the bike you want, you'll grow into it. Or if you get too small of a bike, you'll grow out of it in a week. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos out there if you just ask for ideas, suggestions. Let me save you some time and maybe a bad decision, I've made plenty of them to steer you away from those. If you're new here, I'm just a regular rider, not an instructor, not a pro, just someone who's made enough mistakes. Hopefully save you from a few, like I was saying. The biggest mistake riders make, they buy a bike for their ego, not their experience level. They want to start with something fast and loud, maybe it looks cool, and then they're not as confident or comfortable riding it. And you don't want that. Definitely not. And that's not the way I started. And I'm saying not everybody's the same. Know your skill level before you make any decisions on a motorcycle. Your your first motorcycle should do one thing really well, and that's to give you confidence. Doesn't impress people. You're not going to win races, and definitely you don't want it to scare you every time you twist the throttle. So what you should actually look for, something lightweight, easy to control, and forgiving power. And I've heard it suggested, and I did the asking for you, but a lot of people suggest bikes in the 300cc range. Enough power to have fun, but not enough power to ruin your day. So, let's be real. You're going to drop your first bike. I think everyone has done it. You won't be the first, and you definitely won't be the last. Everyone is shocked when it happens, but it's basically the process of beginning and learning and gaining confidence. So yeah, don't go out and spend $15,000-$25,000 on your dream bike. I know I dropped my bike. My first bike, I was on an angle, turned the handlebars the wrong way, and when I went to start, and yep, dropped it. Luckily, I started with a smaller bike. I was able to pick it up by myself. If I would have started with this bike or my second bike, I don't know, I may have been in some trouble trying to pick it up by myself. And this whole thing of you're going to outgrow a small bike in a month or so, yeah, maybe, but that means you actually got out and rode it. You learned how to get better, and you did that. Nobody's riding today. Well, there's some over there. There's a course right there, and that's the course I took. I got a few more of them than when I took it. But anyway, if you outgrow the bike, that means you actually learn how to ride it. You got experience. Instead of being a waste of money, consider it a win. Most people don't need a bigger bike. They just need more seat time. So if you're thinking about starting, stop waiting. There is no perfect time. That doesn't exist. There's no perfect bike. But getting started, that's everything. And that's with everything, with motorcycle riding. Beginning to learn how to ride, there's no perfect time. Jump in, do it. There's no perfect bike, no perfect time to buy a bike. Jump in, learn it. That's what, and if you start with a inexpensive bike and it's not for you, then you haven't lost all that much. And if it is, you trade it off, sell it, and you move up. And later on, when you start riding, don't wait for the perfect day. There isn't such a thing. I live in Iowa. It's cold, it's hot, it's windy. Sometimes you get caught in the rain. You wait for the perfect day. You just sit around. And I've never ever heard anybody look back on their riding and say, I rode too much. But like I say, always know your skill level. Don't do things that are too risky for yourself. Always ride in your comfort zone, whatever that is. But there's never a perfect time to get started riding. Never a perfect bike. So go ahead and jump in, learn how to ride a smaller bike. You drop it, easier to pick up, but you will drop it. Ask anybody. I've seen riders, all skill levels, all ages, drop a bike. Go to take off, you're in second, you thought you were in first, or you're backing up and your foot hits some sand and gravel and you just drop it. Even knew a guy one time, Pikes Peak, just got a little lightheaded, dropped it. So you're on the fence about riding, stick around. I hope my channel is helping you figure it out as we go, because that's my intention. Because honestly, you know, none of us had it all figured out when we started. So get out there, learn how to ride, start looking at bikes. Don't be afraid to ride smaller bike. If you feel confident, jump in with both feet. I wish you luck in that too. Like I said, I know guys that have done it from one extreme to the other and it's worked out. But I'm glad that I took a safety course. I'm glad I started on a smaller bike. So I hope that helps you. Next video I think is going to be, but I don't know anybody that rides. So stick around. Hopefully I can help you out with getting started riding, even if you don't know anybody that rides. And to begin with, you're probably going to want to ride by yourself till you get things figured out a little bit better. Then you can ride with people. But I'll have some examples of how you can meet people and different group rides that you can get involved in. And so you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.